Hello student, welcome to Vidyanest again. The same doubt clearing session is going on. Hope these questions on board are visible to you. See, there is one question given. Clearly it is visible that it is somehow related to complex number. Why? A plus IB form is given and you have to find its conjugate and match with the four options given above. Now, first of all, we have to see whether this algebraic expression of complex number is given with standard form or not. No, that is not standard form. Standard form is what? That is z is equal to x plus iy. That is the standard form. So, by manipulation, I have to convert it to the standard form. Let's start. First you multiply. This is given, convert it into x plus iy. The preliminary condition to be followed what? We have to remove I from denominator. We have to remove I from denominator. How to remove I? That you know that if there is a complex number like this, 1 by x plus iy, then how to remove this I? I have to multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate. That means x minus iy by x square plus y square. So I is removed from denominator. So that will be our lookout. To do this, first maximum simplification by multiplication we will do. See, first in numerator, then in denominator. 3 into 2, 6, 9i minus 4i minus 6i square. In denominator, 2 minus I plus 4i minus 2i square. Here, no twisting part is given. Nothing is there but to be careful in calculation. Instead of I square, 9i minus 4i, 5i, and instead of I square, I have to put minus 1. 6 plus 5y, I minus 1. Here also, the same will be followed here. Minus I plus I, 2 minus I plus 4i, 3i, 2 of minus 1. See, that is 12. After that step, 12 plus 5i by 4 plus 3i. So this is one kind of simplification we have done. Still now, there is one I staying at the denominator. So again, the same procedure will be followed. I have to multiply the denominator by its conjugate.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है? So ये conjugate से multiply करना पड़ेगा. 12 plus 5 by 4 minus 3i. 4 plus 3i, 4 minus 3i. So in denominator, according to the rule, a plus ib, a minus ib, you know, a square plus b square, because I square is minus 1. So keep on multiplying the numerator, keep on simplifying the numerator. 12 into 4, 48. 12 into minus 3i, 36i plus 20i minus 15i square by 4 square plus 3 square. So gradually we are tending to our required term, because in each case you see, if you observe, in each case denominator is 25. So instead of I square, again minus 1, so 48 plus 15, put them in a bracket, minus 16i by 25. So it has become 63 by 25 minus 16i by 25. Okay. So we are told to find its conjugate. Conjugate, you know, if z is equal to x plus iy, conjugate will be x minus iy, and if in case of reverse, z is equal to x minus iy, its conjugate will be x plus iy. So conjugate of z, that is z bar, minus will become plus. Now you observe, does it match with any option given above? Option 2. Option 2. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
clear.
Okay. Good. Let us skip to the next sum. This is given, mod z square minus 1 is equal to mod z whole square plus 1. Previous sum, in previous sum we had seen straight approach, but here, you know, directly x plus iy we will not put. We will try to solve it by considering its polar form. What is the polar form of a complex number? See, polar form of a complex number z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta, where theta is amplitude z that you are taught in time of complex number. Now we will put in place of this, we will replace z by that and see the outcome. We have had this result. Now from here, one thing I can get directly, mod z is what? That r. So instead of mod z whole square, I can put r square. Instead of z square, that value r cos theta plus I sin theta I will put. its whole square minus 1. What does it give us? This 2 is the power of this r as well as this. So I can write r square cos theta plus I sin theta whole square minus 1. Right hand side will remain unaltered. Now, what shall I do with this power 2 in this polar form? Then we can recall the formula of de Moivre's theorem. What was that? De Moivre's theorem. See, I am just reminding you, if z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta, then z to the power n, r to the power n cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power n. Now, what shall I do with this n? Cos n theta plus I sin n theta. N will become the multiple of theta. That was de Moivre's theorem. Now, here we have got the application of that theorem. See, r square. This 2 will go with what? The 2 will be the multiple of theta. Close the bracket. Now, what will be our role? Our role is to separate the real and imaginary part in mod. Which part is real? The part without I. So, you observe, in this part and this part there is no I. So, these two parts to be considered as real part. देखो, ये जो r square cos 2 theta और 1, ये दोनों टर्म में कोई I नहीं है. So, instead of that, I can consider this thing as the x plus iy. Which part represents the imaginary part? The part which involves I r square sin 2 theta is equal to no change in right hand side. Now x plus iy, that has become x plus iy form, and you are very much aware that x plus iy is nothing but root over of x square plus y square modulus. So this is x, this is y. So you do that. R square whole square plus r square sin 2 theta whole square root. Now you are to remove this square root. ये square root को remove करना है और इसको भी simplify करना है. कैसे करना होगा? देखो, first of all you square it, you will get what? R square cos 2 theta minus 1 whole square r square sin square 2 theta. It is equal to this thing whole square. This will be expanded by a minus b whole square. See the outcome. A square minus 2ab plus b square plus b square. Right hand side also following the same. R to the power 4 2r square plus 1. Now you observe here we are getting, if I square it, r to the power 4 cos square 2 theta, r to the power 4 sin square 2 theta. We will club them together, and that will again recall that trigonometrical identity which you are taught in class 10, sorry, basic trigonometrical identities. Other part will remain unchanged. See what I have done? I have clubbed this part and this part together. ये दोनों को एक साथ ले लिया. क्यों? यहाँ पे भी r square whole square 2 is the power of r square. ये भी r to the power 4 दे रहा है. यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी r to the power 4 है. सो हम कॉमन ले लिया. तो ये इसमें ब्रैकेट में बचेगा क्या? cos square 2 theta plus sin square 2 theta. So plus 1. Now if you observe carefully, from both sides any term can be cancelled. Yes, one term automatically you can cancel, that is 1. है कि नहीं? ठीक है?
हाँ.
Now this part will give you what? 1. So that will be turned into r to the power 4. From both sides. From both sides, what can I cancel? Again, r to the power 4. Only what will be left for us? See, two r square plus 2r square cos 2 theta is equal to 0. So once I reach this stage, then what conclusion I can draw from it? Maximum I can take 2r square common. What will be left in the bracket? 1 plus cos 2 theta. Now what is r? Just you observe what is r? R is the magnitude of the complex number. It cannot be 0. R is the magnitude of the complex number, cannot be 0. So if you follow that, so this part 2r square cannot be 0. So this part must be 0. This part reminds you what formula? Formula of a multiple angle. 2 cos square theta, which implies cos theta is equal to 0, theta 90 degree. In a polar form, if you get theta 90 degree, see, that is x-axis, that is y-axis. There is a complex number x comma y, means x plus iy, that is z. Now that angle is theta. Now if this theta comes 0, that means z will fall on x-axis. If theta 0, z will fall on x-axis. Yes or no? अगर थीटा 0 हो जाए, ऐसे एक्स एक्सिस के ऊपर आ जाएगा z, है कि नहीं?
हाँ सर.
तो तब x क्या है? रियल एक्सिस. तब z होगा प्योरली रियल. बट अगर ये थीटा एंड ऐसे मूव कर जाए और 90 डिग्री हो जाए, तब थीटा y एक्सिस का ऊपर आ जाएगा. तब थीटा होगा प्योरली इमेजिनरी. अगर थीटा 90 डिग्री हो जाए तो z होगा प्योरली इमेजिनरी। तो यहाँ पे तो थीटा π/2 निकल गया, तो z क्या होगा? z होगा प्योरली इमेजिनरी। ठीक है,
ठीक है सर।
कोई डाउट नहीं है सर? समझ गया? अगर कोई
हाँ
कहीं कहीं पे कोई डाउट है, इफ यू गेट स्टक और फ्रीज एनीवेयर इन दिस सम, टेल मी, डोंट हेजिटेट।
ओके सर।
So, but one thing is left. Let us see with which option it is matching. It is matching with option A or option 1. ठीक है, imaginary axis. Z is purely imaginary. So, imaginary axis. Okay? समझ गया?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Again, a simple sum but conceptual of complex number is knocking at our door. Simple sum, not so tough. Looked gigantic but not at all tough. See. Hope the question is visible. Let
Yes,
us
Vijay.
let us interpret it geometrically. Let us draw the geometry. If you can draw geometry of a complex number, then it will be half done. Means the whole scenario will be cleared, or your vision will be cleared. Now, OB origin, and there are two complex number of such this type. 1 minute. OB origin, one point is this, another point is this. It is like this: A, B. The triangle will be like this. That is Z1. This is Z2. But now once I draw the figure, the question will arise. Is the figure according to the question is right? No. Why? Because here it is given argument of Z2 is equal to argument of Z1 plus π/6. Actually, what roughly I have drawn, after drawing I have seen it is not satisfying the language of the question, requirement of the question. Why? You have to comprehend. That is the main part of this sum. See, you drag this part in left hand side. That is π/6. What is argument of Z2? If you write its polar form, see, Z2 is mod Z2 cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2. Z1 mod Z1 cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1. Okay, by theory. ये थीटा 2 थीटा 1 है क्या? आर्गुमेंट की क्या चीज है? ये जो लाइन एक्स एक्सिस के साथ जो एंगल फॉर्म कर रहा है उसको बोलता है आर्गुमेंट. दिस लाइन सबटेंस एंगल विद द पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन ऑफ एक्स एक्सिस. So argument of Z1 and Z2 is theta 1 and theta 2. Now ये theta 2 minus theta 1 बोल दिया 5/6. So which is bigger? According to this result, which is bigger? theta 2 ज्यादा है theta 1 से, कितना ज्यादा? 5/6 है कि नहीं?
हाँ
तो ये होगा थीटा 2, ये होगा थीटा 1, और इसका बीच में जो एंगल वो है π/6. तो जो हम रैपली ड्रॉ किया था उसको भी चेंज करना है. ये जो सफिक्स उसको लिखना है 2, ये जो सफिक्स उसको लिखना है 1. दैट इज द preliminary mistake is, you know, a mistake takes place with student in exam room. So theta 2 minus theta 1 π/6 means ये जो वेक्टर और कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर व्हाट यू कैन से, इसका बीच में जो एंगल है π/6. नाउ Z2 Z1 तो बोल दिया, यहां पे Z1 बोल दिया. Z1 क्या बोला देखो, √3 + 2 √2i. So what is mod Z1? You are quite familiar with this result. √3 whole square plus 2 √2 whole square. So 3 + 8 √11. ठीक है, यह है mod Z1, है कि नहीं?
हाँ
और कुछ बोला है? हाँ, √3 Z2 = Z1. तो यहां से Z2 भी निकल जाएगा. ये रिजल्ट भी बोल दिया, √3 Z2 = Z1. सो यहां से mod Z2 क्या होगा? mod Z1 by √3. Mod Z1 is given what? √11/3. So mod Z1 and mod Z2 both we have got. So till now what we have got? We have got the magnitude of this √11/3. We have got the magnitude of this √11, and we have got the angle between these two sides. So if you know two sides of a triangle and their included angle, then what will be the area of the triangle? Half AB sin theta by trigonometry. Yes or no?
yes sir.
So let us apply that formula here. Therefore, area of triangle AOB is equal to half OA OB. What is the angle included between them? π/6. Understand? है कि नहीं? OA is what? OA means mod Z2. Mod Z2. Mod Z1. What is sin 30? Half. ठीक है? हेलो, mod Z2 है √11/3. It is only √11. √11/3 and only √11. See again. pi/6. Got it?
Yes, sir. Got it.
So, what result is waiting for us? Just hold on 1 minute. Okay. Now, this is half. So, 11/12. √11/3 into √11, and this is half. So, 11/12. Area of the triangle AOB. Is there any option given? No. Yes or no? There is no such option. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now, so I can omit two cases. Area of the triangle is 11/4 and area of the triangle is 11/√3. Both will be removed. You just check here, mod Z2 is Z1/√3. Mod Z1 we got 11 √11. √11/√3. Here we got √11 by, sorry, one mistake we did. √11/√3. Sorry, I forgot to mention √3. So that will give you 11/4√3. Okay, yes or no? Z2 is 11/√3, that is half. 11/4√3. So here 11/√3 given, not matching. 11/4 not matching. So I will omit these two. Now what is left for us? See, up to this stage, okay? So first we can omit these two options. So two options still there, 2 and 4. Yes or no?
Yes.
See, area of the triangle we got 11/4√3, which is not matching with any of the option. Now we got what? Argument of Z2 minus Z, sorry, argument of Z1 is equal to pi/6. Already two sides length we have got. Another side length we will get, and we will see the outcome. See, it means what? Argument of Z2 by Z1 is equal to pi/6. So Z2 और Z1 का बीच में pi/6 एंगल है, तो by formula we can write if I write it in terms of a complex number, mod Z2 by Z1 cos pi by 6 plus sin pi by 6. So, Z2 by Z1, what it is mod Z2 by mod Z1. Cos pi by 6 is what? Root 3 by 2, it is half. How Z2 and Z1 are related? Already we have got. See the question. Z2 by Z1, 1 by root 3. So, you write instead of this 1 by root 3. Root 3 by 2, I half. Now, you just take 1 by root 3 inside by multiplication. You will get what? Z2 is equal to half plus I 2 root 3 by Z1. Z1 to you know. So Z2 is what? Z2, Z1 into half plus I e root 3. Now what is Z1? What is Z1? Z1 is root 3 plus 2 root 2I. Put here. Z1 is root 3 plus 2 root 2I plus half I 2 root 3. So I had Z1, I have got Z2. So from here, what conclusion I can draw? What conclusion? Let us find Z2 minus Z1. What was Z1? Root 3 plus 2 root 2I. Now you subtract. By subtracting you will get what? Z2 minus Z1. So if I subtract, can you tell me from these two कॉमन पार्ट है क्या? कॉमन पार्ट ये जो चीज है ये है कॉमन, है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, उसको कॉमन ले लो, इसको हम कॉमन ले लिया तो ब्रैकेट में रहेगा क्या? हाफ आई 2 रूट 3 माइनस 1, इसको ऐसे रहने दो, रूट 3 2 रूट 2 आई हाफ माइनस 1 माइनस हाफ. नाउ इसका मैग्नीट्यूड ले लो. एक्चुअली इसका मतलब क्या है? मॉड Z2 माइनस Z1. इसका मतलब है डिस्टेंस बिटवीन Z1 एंड Z2. Z1 और Z2 का बीच में जो डिस्टेंस है, ठीक है? तो अगर Z1 और Z2 का बीच में डिस्टेंस निकल गया तो एक ट्रायंगल का तीनों साइड निकल जाएगा. मॉड Z1 तो है, मॉड Z2 भी मिल गया. अभी Z1 और Z2 का बीच में डिस्टेंस, so length of three sides of the triangle will be find out. See, let us take the magnitude. That means root 3 plus root 2I into minus half 2 root 3. Those who are not preparing for JEE or that level exam, they will multiply and take the magnitude. But you know, mod Z1 Z2 is nothing but mod Z1 into mod Z2. So दोनों कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का मल्टीप्लाई है, ये मैग्नीट्यूड हम अलग अलग से ले सकता है. सो रूट मॉड ऑफ रूट 3 प्लस 2 रूट 2I इंटू तो इसका मतलब क्या है, एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर, वो तो हम जानते हैं 11 आएगा। इसमें क्या आएगा, केयरफुली करना पड़ेगा, एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस स्क्वायर, ठीक है कि नहीं। मॉड से मॉड एक्स प्लस आई वाई एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर, मॉड एक्स प्लस आई वाई एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर, ठीक है।
हाँ सर।
तो ये देगा क्या, ये तो √11 देगा। ये देखो यहां पे 1/4 कॉमन जाएगा, क्यों, -½ होल स्क्वायर का होल स्क्वायर क्या होगा 1/4, यहाँ पे 1/4 इंटू 1/3, तो 1/4 तो हम कॉमन ले लिया, 1/3 रहेगा, रह जाएगा ब्रैकेट में। इससे क्या मिलेगा, √11, यहां पे देखो 4 बाई 4 इंटू 3 कैंसिल हो जाएगा, √11 बाई √3, है कि नहीं।
यस सर।
तो इससे हम क्या कंक्लूजन डाल सकता है, ये देखो स्ट्रेट आ जाओ फिगर में, देखो ये देखो, देखो ये इसका लेंथ मिला √11/3, इसका √11, इसका भी मिला √11/3, इसका भी √11/3। सो ये ट्रायंगल में दो साइड क्या हुआ, इक्वल हुआ, है कि नहीं। ठीक है,
यस सर।
समझ गया ना।
हाँ सर।
सो once you get equal, so what kind of triangle is this, if two sides are equal, isosceles triangle. What kind of isosceles triangle, acute, because one angle is 30, then this will be also 30. Okay, got it.
Yes sir.
Obtuse angle isosceles triangle. Why, once you get these two equal, एकदम परफेक्ट आंसर आया, ये π/6, ये दोनों साइड इक्वल है, ये भी π/6 आएगा, 30 ये आएगा 120, ये ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल, तो इट इज एन ऑब्ट्यूज isosceles triangle. So it is matching with option D. Okay, so once you get obtuse isosceles triangle, this option automatically nullified. So here we have got what, ये argument of Z2 जो बोला, ये एक बार just it's the sum is really gauge-making, really will is catching the or drawing the attention of students, even teachers. See, this is the angle made by this complex number with horizontal axis. This is by this horizontal axis, इसका बीच का एंगल है 5/6. नाउ यहाँ पे Z1 बोल दिया, और इसका पोलर फॉर्म ऐसे ही है। तो हम स्टार्ट कैसे किया, मॉड Z1, ये तो सिंपल है बोर्ड लेवल, √x² + y² √11 निकल गया। एक रिलेशन और दिया हुआ है, √3 mod Z2 इज इक्वल टू Z1, तो mod Z2 क्या है, mod Z1/√3। बार बार हम ये √3 लिखने से मिस्टेक हो जा रहा था मेरा, ऐसे मिस्टेक तू मत करो। तो mod Z1/√3, तो √11/√3, तो mod Z1 और mod Z2 दोनों यहाँ गया, मीन्स ये दो साइड का ये जो लेंथ है ना, ये दो लेंथ का लेंथ मिल गया, ये √11, ये √11/√3। तो अभी इतना तक जाके ये लगता था कि ये ठीक है, ये एरिया अगर निकल जाए और इफ it would have been matched with any option, then our job would have been over. So from that point of view, once I got two sides and their included angle already given in the question, I applied that formula of area of triangle, half product of two sides and their included sine of included angle. So half mod z2 mod z1 1 by 2. So half mod z2 root 11 by root 3 or mod z1 root 11 sine 30 half 11 by 4 root 3. So it is not matching with any option given above of area. So option, these two options we discarded at the beginning, option and 1 and 3. Now we have the tussle between 2 and 4. So 2 and 4 में कि यहाँ पे ट्रायंगल का टाइप पूछ रहा है, स्केलन है और ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल है. तो आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल कैसे प्रूव होगा? तब तो साइड का लेंथ जानना एकदम जरूरी है. तो हमारा तो दो साइड पता है, we are aware of two sides. What about the third sides? Then we use the fundamental theory of complex number. What is that? Argument of z2 minus argument of z1. Okay, so if you are not aware of this formula, you see my video on based on complex number on behalf of Vidyanest. See, argument of z2 minus argument of z1 is argument of z2 by z1 pi by 6. तो once z2 और z1 का बीच में जो एंगल पाई बाई 6 है, ये तो भी एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर ही है ना. दैट कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर z2 कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, z1 भी कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, उसका डिवीजन भी कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर होगा. ये है मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ दैट cos पाई बाई 6 i sin पाई बाई 6. तो ये मॉड्यूलस जो है तुम अलग करके लिख सकते हो, mod z2 by mod z1. उसका वैल्यू क्या दिया? रूट 3 z2 इज इक्वल टू z1. तो z2 by z1 1 by रूट 3. और इसका वैल्यू तो तुम्हारा पता है, ट्रिगोनोमेट्रिक टेबल. सो एंड till now we have z1 and the denominator, we multiplied it, z2 is equal to z1 into this thing. Up to reaching this stage, student get frustrated. Okay, this type of gigantic figure we have got, hardly we can conclude, but तुमको patience रखना पड़ेगा. You have to keep your patience, and if you must have that confidence in you. Okay, I know all the formulas. Maybe the calculation is going little bit out of grip, but if I go with the logic, if I'm not derailed, so I must reach the final goal. So I put it z1 and see that z1 value is given here. Now I wanted to multiply this. Frankly, I'm speaking you. But once I got this, I wanted to multiply. But in a time of multiplication, I have seen if I multiply in this way, it will be a very critical form would have come. So in that case, it will be absorbed by tension, or what I can say, little bit of panic. Okay, can I solve it? So better, I thought that okay, two sides are given. Just wait. Two sides are given. How to get the third one? How to get the third side? See, like vector, vector AB. How to find that? OB minus OA, second minus first. So you can write, or BA, whatever be, Z2 minus Z1 or Z1 minus Z2. So that length, that if I subtract Z1 from Z2, I will get that line, and if I put it in mod, I will get magnitude of that line. So three sides I will get. Then there will be one, superficial idea on the triangle. So out of that demand, instead of multiplying, I have written Z1 again and subtracted. So once I get that result, I see there is common term, common factor. I have taken common. What will be left? This thing, and against it -1. Half minus 1 minus half. Now, glimpse of light. I put mod sign in both sides. Once I put mod sign in both sides, you know that knowledge will speak for you. That mod Z1, Z2, mod Z1 into mod Z2. Okay, instead of multiplication. What we have seen, this part will be reduced to root 11, and this part by simplification 1 by root 3. So, third side we have got, and then you know that you have to recall the formula, the question. Another side, mod B2, mod Z2 also given root 11 by 3. Two sides are equal. So, isosceles triangle. So, directly, once you have got isosceles, you could have ticked against the correct answer. But see, if you want to satisfy your own conscience, then why it is called obtuse angle isosceles triangle? Because these two sides are equal. Then this is pi by 6, this is pi by 6, this is 120. That's why it is called obtuse angle isosceles triangle. So option 2 will be discarded. Option 4 will be obvious. Understand?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Good thumb that is.